Hey guys, today is the big day. I'm going to cut this big tomato right here over my shoulders and find out just what a hydroponic tomato actually tastes like. But before I do that, let me give you my thoughts and impressions of what I think is happening with hydroponic tomatoes, greenhouse, hothouse tomatoes. I've mentioned before to different people around here, my neighbor has too, that we had greenhouse tomatoes, and we've had several people just flat out say no, they didn't like greenhouse tomatoes or hothouse tomatoes. They're accustomed to those that they get at the store that are picked at first blush. They are bred to be easily transported across the country and not bruised. They're varieties that aren't grown for taste. They're for looks and to just have something to put on your plate. I've sent plenty of tomatoes around the United States to all kinds of folks, plenty of experienced gardeners, and every single one of them has had the same thing to say about the tomatoes that I have. They're good, very good. Now what I want to know is, does a change up in variety actually make a difference in a hydroponic setup? Also, does the fact that I'm actually leaving the fruit on the vine until it gets fully ripe, is that the key to getting a good tasting tomato in a hydroponic setup? I think it is. This is my baby right here. We're going to see what she tastes like. Still got just a little bit right here. I think that has to do with the high temperatures. The hotter it gets, the less red you get, and you get more yellow. It's my understanding. So we're going to cut this thing and see what she tastes like. And before I get into cutting in that thing, again, just look how beautiful those tomatoes are. Hard to believe I can do this, just mixing up a little solution and letting it run all the time. Right here is that Trinidad Scorpion that I put in here just to see what it would do. Look how healthy that plant is. Got all kinds of flowers up in there. Even had the first little baby scorpions coming on. That's hard to beat, folks. Alright, this is my baby right here. I just weighed out at 1 pound and 1.5 ounces, just over a pound. That thing just as soft. Look on the inside there. That's what a tomato is supposed to look like. Cut me one more big piece right there. I'll cut it up into a few little pieces here. This thing just as juicy. Water running all over the place. Nothing like what you get at the grocery store. Alright, we're going to try the first piece without any salt on it. That tastes like a tomato right there. It's got plenty of acid in it. We're going to use a good kind of salt, the old sea salt. A little of this on there. Alright, this is what I was waiting to find out. Can I grow in a hydroponic setup? I don't care whether it's going to be organic, if I put worm tea, compost tea, whatever, some organic nutrients in it, whether I use master blend, whatever. Can I grow in a hydroponic setup and get a quality tasting tomato? The answer to that question is yes. I absolutely can. Again, look at the inside of that tomato right there. Does that look anything like what you get out of the grocery store? Absolutely not, because they pick them just as soon as they start to blush. They pick them rock hard. And think about this. Long about October, somewhere in there, when your tomatoes are finishing up, the frost is coming, you still got a bunch of green ones on there. You run out there and pick all those green tomatoes, wrap them in newspaper, paper bags, whatever, put them somewhere, and about 6 weeks later you go and get those tomatoes, do they taste as good as the ones that you get out of the garden that are fully ripe? No, they don't. They might turn red, they might turn pink, whatever variety they are, but they're not going to have the same taste as a tomato that you left on the vine long enough for it to get fully ripe. That's the key right there. Since I now have my answer, you know what that means, right? There's going to be a lot more hydroponic tomatoes in my future, Lord willing. So y'all take care, and if it is His will, I'll see you next time.